The wind sweeps across the golden fields of Alberta. A horse gallops alone, its breath fogging in the cool morning air. And then, just for a moment, you see it. A shadow. A face you thought was gone, returning to the place where it all began. Heartland is calling, and this time, Ty Borden is coming home. Heartland has always been more than just a TV show. It's a feeling, a place where love, loss, and second chances all live under the same wide-open sky. In season 18, the show continued to dig deep into the heart of the Fleming-Bartlett family. At the center was Amy, still learning to move forward after the death of her beloved Ty. But while pain lingered, so did strength. Amy found courage in the smallest things: her daughter Lindy's laughter, the bond with the horses, and the support of her family. Jack, the rock of the ranch, stayed strong as ever. He offered wisdom when it was needed most and showed that family isn't always about blood, it's about showing up. Lou, now the mayor, struggled to balance her duties in Hudson with her heart's desire to be present for her daughters and partner Peter. Tim, as unpredictable as always, found himself torn between past regrets and present responsibilities. But it was Lindy, Ty, and Amy's daughter who quietly stole the spotlight. Her connection with the horses reminded fans of a young Amy. Her curiosity and gentle spirit showed us that even after loss, life finds a way to bloom again. Season 18 also focused on the next generation. Katie, Lou's daughter, began to step into her own identity. And though Georgie was missing for most of the season, her absence was felt deeply. There were whispers. Maybe she's training for something big. Maybe she just needed time away. But fans knew. Georgie always finds her. Way back, Heartland Season 18 didn't end with a bang. It ended with quiet strength. It reminded viewers that healing isn't fast or flashy. It's slow, like the seasons changing. It takes time, and it takes love. But now, everything is about to shift, because Season 19 is not just another chapter. It's a return. A return of characters we thought we'd lost. A return of stories that never truly ended. A return to the heartbeat of Heartland. And at the center of it all, the name fans have waited to hear again. Ty Borden. It begins like a whisper.
Photo shared.
A voice heard faintly in the background, a pair of boots seen at the edge of the barn, and suddenly the silence breaks. Ty Borden is coming back. For years, fans have held onto a hope, a quiet, stubborn hope that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't the end. That somehow, Graham Wardle's journey with Heartland had one more chapter left. And now, it's happening. After Ty's heartbreaking departure in Season 14, the show took a brave turn. It showed the raw side of grief, how Amy had to learn to ride again, not just on a horse but through life. But even then, Ty's spirit never left. His memory lived on in every corner of the ranch, in every quiet look Amy gave the hills, in every time Lindy reached for a photo of the father she barely got to know. Now Graham Wardle is returning. It won't be the same as before. It won't erase what's happened, but it will be real, and it will matter. Sources close to production have confirmed Graham has been back on set. He's been seen reconnecting with cast and crew, filming special scenes that promise to bring both closure and a new beginning. Whether it's through flashbacks, dreams, or heartfelt memories, Ty's presence is no longer just a shadow. It's a pulse, a heartbeat, a return to the soul of Heartland. And it's not just about screen time, it's about healing. For Amy, for Lindy. For fans who watched them fall in love over 15 seasons and felt the pain when that love was torn away. Graham himself said in a recent fan video, "Sometimes a story needs space to breathe, and sometimes it needs to circle back to where the heart still lives." His words hit home, because Heartland has always been about the long ride, the quiet roads, the hard days, the moments that seem ordinary but end up changing everything. Ty's return in Season 19 won't rewrite history, but it will remind us that love doesn't end. It just changes. And sometimes, if we're lucky, it returns when we need it most. So when you see that familiar silhouette standing by the barn, when you hear Amy whisper his name, you'll... No, this isn't just nostalgia. This is Heartland, reborn. It wasn't a goodbye. It was a pause. Somewhere in the silence between seasons, fans kept asking the same question. Where is Georgie? She wasn't forgotten. She wasn't erased. She was out there, off-screen, chasing dreams, healing wounds, and growing into the kind of character that doesn't just return. She arrives. And now, Alisha Newton is ready to bring Georgie back to Heartland. For years, Georgie was the wild, heart of the ranch, the adopted daughter who found family in unexpected places. The girl who fell in love with horses risked everything on the jump course and made mistakes that felt real, raw, and human. She was tough, fierce. But underneath it all, she carried a vulnerability that made fans root for her every step of the way. When she left, it wasn't dramatic. No big scene, no final goodbye. Just an open door, a story paused mid-sentence. Now, season 19 picks up the pen. Alisha Newton's return is more than just a casting headline. It's a reunion of energy, strength, and unfinished stories. From early glimpses behind the scenes, we know this isn't a background cameo. Georgie is back with purpose. Rumors are already swirling. Has she been training for the Olympics again? Did she face a personal fall? Is she returning home stronger? Or still finding her way? The most exciting part? Nobody really knows yet, and that's the magic. Heartland has always honored slow storytelling. It doesn't force characters into neat boxes. It lets them come back bruised, changed, wiser, and more real than ever. Georgie's comeback is going to feel earned. It won't be wrapped in ribbons. It'll be honest, sharp-edged, emotional, Alisha. Herself hinted at what's coming in a cryptic social media post. Just a photo, a sunrise over the jumping arena. Captioned simply, home. Again. That single word says everything. Georgie isn't just returning to the ranch, she's returning to herself. And that journey, messy, beautiful, unfinished, is what makes this season so powerful. Expect reunions. Expect tension. Expect moments between Georgie and Amy that will make your heart ache and soar all at once. These two women, bonded by loss and love, are about to face the future together. Maybe Georgie will help Lindy ride. Maybe she'll challenge Jack again. Maybe she'll open her heart to something new. Or maybe she'll finally realize she never really left. She was always a part of Heartland. Now she just gets to ride home. No one says a word. The ranch is still. The sun slips behind the Rockies, casting gold over the barnwood. Somewhere, a door creaks open, and suddenly, you remember exactly why you never stopped watching. Heartland was never about the noise. It was always about the moments in between, the soft glances, the quiet grief, the long rides that say more than any dialogue ever could. And now, in season 19, those moments are about to hit harder than ever. The visuals are simple, but they stay with you. Amy standing alone in the round pen, watching a young colt resist the rope, just like she once resisted letting go. Jack holding Lindy's hand at the edge of the field where Ty once taught Amy how to trust again. A photo falls from an old album, and suddenly, time folds in on itself. Past and present collide. This is what Heartland does best. It doesn't just tell a story, it reminds you of yours. The trailer doesn't scream. It breathes. It shows you old fences being repaired, not just with nails, but with memories. The same dinner table, but different faces. Familiar hands touching worn-out saddles. And in the distance, voices. Some are new, and some are ones you never thought you'd hear again. You'll see Amy smile through tears. Not because she's finally okay, but because she knows she doesn't have to be alone anymore. You'll hear Georgie's boots hit the ground like she never missed a step. Her horse will rear in that signature style, and just like that, it's as if she never left. And yes, you'll see him. Ty, whether in a flashback, a dream, or a memory so vivid it might as well be real, his presence will wrap around the ranch like the morning mist. Not haunting, not gone. Just watching, like he always did. Every frame of this trailer whispers something familiar. This is where you belong. Season 19 doesn't promise spectacle. It promises truth. And truth, in Heartland, always comes with mud on your boots and tears in your eyes. So, get ready to feel everything. Joy, ache, hope. The kind of hope that makes your chest ache and your heart race. Because the people you missed, they're back. Maybe not in the way you expect, maybe not forever, but they're back where they're meant to be, at Heartland. The screen fades to black, but before you can fully catch your breath, the text appears, bold, clear, unavoidable. Heartland Season 19, coming soon. The journey that began in the heart of the Canadian prairies isn't over, not by a long shot. As the music swells, there's a final image. The entire Heartland family, standing together on the edge of the ranch, the setting sun glowing behind them. Each of them, older, wiser, but somehow still the same. They turn, their faces toward the horizon, and then a final shot, Amy, standing alone by the stable, a horse at her side. She looks toward the horizon. A soft smile tugs at her lips. She's at peace, knowing that no matter what's to come, she's not alone. The voiceover echoes. This season, we come home, to Heartland, to the family that never gives up. You ready? The screen goes black. Then, just as you think it's over, one last line appears. Don't miss the return of Graham Wardle and Alisha Newton. His fall, the journey continues. And with that, we invite you, the viewers, to become a part of this next chapter. Hit that like button if you're ready for the return of Ty, Georgie, and the Heartland family. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single moment of the ride, because this isn't just the return of a show, it's the return of family. Stay tuned. Heartland Season 19 is coming home.